and gentlemen, a very good morning. Hello, my name is Christophe Maas and I'm speaking from the IGD flight deck based in Ghent, Belgium. First of all, I want to thank the organization for giving me the floor at this very interesting Biodata World Congress. The scope of today's presentation is to introduce you to the new IGD certification program and how this program can assure or help you to set up or to improve your data platform towards a more safe and trustworthy platform. Before we take off, I would like to express my many thanks to my IGD colleagues, Tom, Nathan, Deepak, Geert, and Veerle, because they were the driving forces in finalizing the certification program I will be talking about in a minute. But first, I would like to start by introducing IGD very briefly. IGD is a European Institute for Innovation through Health Data, an international independent, not-for-profit and multi-stakeholder organization. As people are getting more and more convinced of the importance of sharing and using, and also reusing health data, the understanding can be different for each stakeholder group. We therefore bring multiple stakeholders together in a neutral forum, where they can interact and learn from each other, share their challenges and solutions. In this way, we strive to raise trust, engagement, and collaboration in the use of health data. It's all about health data. Talking about health data, you're talking about information governance, quality of data, and system interoperability. Dealing with health data is synonym to complying with the General Data Protection Regulation, the GDPR. IGD Information Governance and GDPR Task Force assist you with customized tutorials, but also with the definition of codes of practice, data management plans, data protection policies, and information security policies. Real-world health data and research data are often not fit for crucial purposes, such as decision-making, value-based healthcare, and clinical research. We therefore empower data users with instruments, actionable insights, and strategies to benchmark or enhance the quality of their health data. An objective expert assessment of your health ICT system will also provide external assurance that your data platform meets the highest information governance and data privacy requirements. Our unique set of quality criteria comes with customized packages to meet the specific needs of each sector in the health ICT industry. For more information regarding our data quality program, I would like to invite you to look for the session on data quality given by my colleague Hannelore Aerts. I will knock down an open door when I say that the healthcare ecosystem is a multi-stakeholder organized system. GPs, pharmacists, hospitals, patients, apps, medical devices, labs, e-health platforms, research platforms, pharmaceutical industry, academics, government, all these stakeholders are involved in the very complex healthcare data flow of data in and also data out. When following the healthcare data flow in time, we can distinguish always data providers, data facilitators, and data users. Each link in the chain of data providers, facilitators, and users is responsible for their own data handling and their own information governance system. Being a data provider, facilitator, or user depends on the type of process you are in and can change and function related to the type of the process. For example, a hospital can be in one process the data provider and in another process the data facilitator or even the data user. Every time the data transfers from one data flow stakeholder to another one, the most important thread is to assure that the data transfer and handling is at least secure, safe, reliable, transparent, and accountable. That is why all stakeholders in the health data ecosystem at least expect. These are the very crucial conditions to create trust in data handling towards all partners in the data process. Organizations handling health data want to provide external assurance they do so in a trustworthy way. We as IHD have developed an assessment method on assessment tool with unique criteria sets to audit the integrity of health ICT system to gain trust toward all partners. Creating trust within the healthcare data ecosystem is very important because, patients are willing to share health data provided they trust and that their data are secure. Healthcare providers expect guarantees the external health system they connect with are privacy compliant. Health authorities want to safeguard and endorse the trustworthiness of digital health solutions. Clinicians, clinicians they want to receive give reassurance their data platform meets the highest information governance and data privacy requirements. Research companies, on the other hand, want to reassure all data providers, citizens, participants in clinical studies, hospitals, of the robustness of the data security measures in their data platforms. And at last, developers and vendors of data-driven ICT platforms, medical devices, and apps want to convince both users and commissioners of their trustworthy data handling. The certification program can help to create that trust I just mentioned. This new certification program audits the conformity of health ICT platforms against a unique set of scientific and international accepted criteria relating to privacy, security, and data protection. International experienced auditors assesses the processes, tools, and practices that are in force and by testing the resulting ICT systems. Our assessment framework comes with customized packages to meet the specific needs of each sector in the health industry, ICT industry, clinical research platforms, health apps, hospitals, and so on. Organizations with a compliant platform will be awarded an accredited certificate and thereby grow market confidence and scale up the use of health data to improve care and accelerate their research. ISD certifications program assesses your organization's ability to achieve if data protection related to your data processing, software tools, and services are in line with the GDPR. If they are confirmed with information security management principles and compliance. The assessments review not only your organization and its services, but importantly, how they are able to achieve compliance to the scientific and international accepted rules, translated in your and our criteria sets. The certification program is built on 7 criteria sets. Criteria set 1 assesses the accountability, while criteria set 2 looks how the items related to the transparency are managed. Criteria set 3 investigates the maturity of the information security management and implementation. Criteria set 4 focuses on the audit readiness of the organization. And criteria set 5 checks items within the data protection and processing, impact assessment, minimization, accuracy, and retention. Criteria 6 deal with the enforcement and corrective action capability. The documentary compliance will be checked in criteria set number 7. Ladies and gentlemen, in total 170 criteria are being checked while you have our IHD certification program run. Each criteria set contains a series of criteria, where each criteria is described in detail, including, if appropriate, an interpretation of what that criterion represents and how it will be assessed by the auditors. Due to time restrictions, I will only focus on criteria set 1 and 5. Criteria set 1. Accountability assesses the organization's ability to be accountable for their data processing and focuses on their management of contracts with data providers and clients, including data sharing agreements, consortium agreements, and other binding documents. Additionally, these criteria cover the management and adherence to codes of practice and standard operation tools, data assets, and data processing tools. In all cases, the criteria assess whether the documentation is based on established templates, while the organization internally audits its management of the risks and their execution, and if they have a corrective action plan in place. As an example, you see criteria set 1.1.3. Now I want to talk about criteria set 5. Criteria set 5 focuses on all data processing compliance needs, including being able to limit data processing and sharing information to only what is needed for answering the specific queries whilst ensuring it is sufficient to do so. Assessing the determining minimum data requirements and upholding data inventory agreements. Checking if the organization is conducting data protection impact assessments and how they are handling regarding minimization of data through anonymization and pseudo-anonymization is organized. As an example for criteria set 5, you can see criterion 5.1.2. The assessment process has different steps. In a glance, the first meeting initiates the program with the applicant organization. IDHIS walks through the assessment and certification processes, agrees with the client on the product and service scope, apprises the readiness of the organization for assessment, and finalizes the contractual details. The assessment includes an on-site audit, at this moment virtual, by our independent international audit experts team, who will assess against the 7 criteria sets and determine whether the applicant complies. The compliance report prepared by the auditors identifies any non-conformities with the criteria. The IHD review board reviews the findings and determines whether to award the certificate, specifies also which essential non-conformities require corrective actions or a re-audit, or determines that a full reassessment will be needed when all major non-conformities are addressed. The ISO-accredited certificate is then awarded to successful applicants. It is valid for 2 years or until a new major release of the audited platform. This slide shows more into detail the several steps taken during the certification program. What are the key benefits of having an accredited certificate? It's all about winning confidence, to demonstrate to your partners, citizens, and patients transparency, trustworthiness, and excellence in safe data handling. To prove your health data handling is accountable, transparent, reliable, secure, and integer. To demonstrate your data is ready to be safely reused for decision, innovation, and research, and to demonstrate compliance with expectations of the users. It's also important to create added value towards stakeholders, to prove your data handling meets the international standards regarding GDPR, and to improve your internal and external services towards expectations and needs of all your partners. If you are interested in this innovational certification program, please get in touch so we can go into detail during an introductory meeting, and I really hope to meet you soon. Thank you for joining me. Bye.